Okay, here we are, part 2. So when I was on the last video, I was telling you about Calendly. So I just wanted to show you really quickly. If you go to your waffle on the portal and you click this and you go to view all my apps, once you've set up a Calendly link and you've linked it with your Office 365 account, then you're going to see it in your apps down here at the bottom. So just be aware that you can link it with your Office 365. And what I love about it is when I use my desktop Outlook app, not the web app, but the Outlook app, just because that's my personal preference, it will block off time on my calendar. So you link it with a specific calendar of yours. If somebody schedules time with you, it blocks off that, and then it takes it. So if you put anything else on that calendar personally, then it will take those times out from Calendly. So it's a really great resource. But that was a little bit of a sidetracked note. So I'm going to go back to the notebook. So that's my welcome page. I give them ways that they can contact me, make appointments with me, etc. So the other thing, so I was talking about listening to people, making sure you understand their interests and their questions, and that's how, like I said, I got a lot of these. Now, from Vanguard and from an instructional technology specialist standpoint, TIM is very important. We know Fulton County has a lot to do with personalized learning, so those are going to be things that you should have in your resource binder as well. Okay, so the second part, the other part is determining editing and viewing rights. So for me right now, when I share this notebook, initially I just say that people can view it. So they can go in, they can look at what I have. Eventually what I'd like to do is give them editing rights, and then that way my teachers and staff members and other coaches that I interact with can add things to this. And then that way it's more of a, it's a combined, collective, collaborative notebook as opposed to just me doing what I think is important, and then that way people have they have some ownership in it and they feel the need, they don't feel the need, but they really want to add to it. So eventually I will. And to do that, if you go to File up here, and when I go to Share, it's going to pull up an option where I can share with people. It's also going to pull up an option telling me who is the owner. It's going to tell me who else has access to it, whether they can view it, whether they can edit it. So right here, if I click on Mr. Billingsley, I see that it gives me all his information. Now, it might not do this because she's not an owner and I'm on Jasmine's computer, but initially here, I can then change it. Yeah, I can't do it, but I can change Mr. Billingsley from viewing to editing, and at that point, once he has editing rights, he can put stuff in this notebook too. So I think that that's a really great way to involve your staff members in this resource binder. So the other thing is to create use multiple means of presenting your information. So for example, in my Microsoft tab, Microsoft has a lot. So you can see here I've put a link in. Now I'm going to click on this link and I'm going to show you something. So I have this link right here. If I click on it, it brings me to this page. There's a really cool add-in. It's called Clip to OneNote. It's a Chrome extension. So if I click on this, instead of just putting, you want to put your thing in, I'm going to have Jasmine log in. And then that way we can show you how it works. Oh, it's actually not going to let you do it but I'm going to show you, even though it's not going to let her put it in, because she doesn't have rights to edit it. What it does is it pulls up the web page. Now this is interactive, so it's not going to give you much, but if there's ever a web page that you want to clip the full page, you can do a region of it. You can do the article. If you click article, it gives you all the words, or you can bookmark the page, which is basically what I've done on this page. So you can put links in, you can bookmark them. Let's see what else I have in here. So this is another, just some text that I put in here. If I go to OneNote, I've done step-by-step directions here on creating a new notebook in OneNote. I've done it in Class Notebook right here, creating, so you can put step-by-step using little screenshots of how to create a notebook for your staff members. Here I created a video, so this is just a really quick screencast that I did on how to do the Class Notebook add-in. So that's another thing that you can add. Let's see, under Sway. So here's a online video. If you have 2016, and then you have you're going to have this media link, this online video, And that's really great because once you put a YouTube or Vimeo link, I know Vimeo doesn't work with Fulton County, but if you put any type of link in, it will automatically populate as a online video right directly in OneNote. So those are just some ways that you can actually use different means of presenting the information, so your staff isn't always seeing words, they're not always seeing links, they see videos, and not just YouTube videos, but create videos yourself. So if a teacher has a question, create that video, put it in your resource binder, and share that out.
And I think those are some really great tips. Another thing that I wanted to add, and I'm pretty sure Alex knows this, but when she's talking about different means of presenting that information, I know that I run into a lot of teachers who have these particular sites that they like to go to, but they hate all the links, and then they can't remember, and they have 50 million tabs open. Mm-hmm. So one good thing about OneNote, if you open it in Internet Explorer and you go to that particular website that that the teacher likes, you can actually import that website into your OneNote. Therefore, that teacher doesn't have to go and, bookmark it or something like that. And it's actually interactive, just like the actual website.
That's a really great way to put interactive websites into the OneNote binder as well. And if you want more information on that, please feel free to reach out to us. We're happy to help you with that. I just wanted to bring up my TIM folder. So what I did for teachers when it comes to presenting information, when you insert a file printout, just keep in mind that when you do that, it will insert the actual printout for you. So here you can see the TIM table of student indicators, and then we'll also put in a attachment so they can open it and use it as they see fit. I put TIM websites for them, and this is using that clipping tool. So this one I just clipped the bookmark, and it gave the information as well as the link, and I can click on that. So those are just some examples of how to use that Clip to OneNote tool. I really like it. I use it often. If I come across a website or a page that I want to put in, then I can do that very, very easily. All right. So we have talked about today, we've talked about a different outlook on Outlook to create PLCs. What else have we talked about? Tasks, using tasks as a coach.
Calendly to help schedule your calendar for people to be able to reach you.
How to create a resource binder for your staff members, and keeping in mind that it's a growing resource. Don't stress about it if it's not. When I first shared this, I think it maybe only had 5 pages in it, had all the sections, but much of it was blank. And as you can see,
it's humongous.
It's humongous, and it's growing. So I'm not worried about it. And so please don't be worried about finishing something before you share it with those that need the help. So the last thing we're going to do, we appreciate you all listening. I know this wasn't a virtual over Skype, but we wanted to do a screencast to get you a virtual presentation in one way or the other. So the last thing we need you to do is to look at these websites. So we really would like, this helps us actually, we like to do some self-reflection as well as coaches on how we can improve. But we created a Padlet for VanFlexions. So if you could take a moment, just think about what we shared with you today. How could you use it? What are some ways that we could improve how we use them? If you have some ideas to add to that, we would absolutely love those for you to share those. You can leave your name. You don't have to. If you'd like to have us share this resource binder with you, just make sure you leave your email address on the Padlet page as well. And then also for Heather, we need to have this feedback form filled out. So if you could go to bit.ly/vanvert16, we would really appreciate it. So we hope you guys got some good information out of this, and we've helped you a little bit with your coaching. We appreciate everything, and have a great day.
Lastly, before we go, if you want to contact us, please contact us.
I'm going to put it right here. So do you want to do your Fulton County?
She's putting our information.
Okay, I'm going to put it right here in the middle. So we have burns@fultonschools.org, and then we have larson@fultonschools.org. So
also, I love Twitter. I think every educator should be on Twitter. Tweet me. My Twitter handle is
Sure, we'll put that right here.
Yep, Tech Edunista. Tech
Like this?
Edunista is TECH. Yep, capital EDUNISTAH. Tech Edunista.
Like that, Jasmine?
Yep, that's me.
All right, and mine is Alex in
Wonderland.
Wonderland. All right, you guys, we really appreciate it. Have a wonderful day, and please don't hesitate to reach out to us if you need anything.
All right, bye.
See you later.